Over the past few years, you've probably made pretty good progress towards scopes 1 and 2, but now it's time for a big one, scope 3, an area that's going to make up more than 75% of your company's emissions. You're asking hundreds, maybe even thousands of suppliers to join in on your climate journey. And let's be honest, that's typically met with resistance, endless questions, and maybe even radio silence. But that's why we're here today.
How can we help to mobilize, motivate, enable our suppliers to get on this journey that Blake was talking about?
I began this journey as green as you could come. I didn't know if I even could spell the word sustainability. And now I'm on the panel speaking at GreenBiz, which my team says, Amy, we think you're taking this a little too far.
And then we're building that in, and then the next step is how do we actually get beyond tier 1? So we know our immediate suppliers, we're starting to make those connections, but we recognize that there are emissions deep in our supply chain that we also need to figure out how to get to those.
The supply chain's constantly changing, and we're constantly monitoring that to keep up with who's in our supply chain and who's contributing the most.
We can be part of the solution, we can be part of the change, and as a small business, you can be quite impactful on your customers by being part of this change.
If I find out we're about to sunset a supplier, then that really changes the nature of the kind of time I want to spend engaging with them. It was not a great time to be engaging our travel partners. No, there was plenty that they had going on to deal with that was not sustainability in that moment.
Our hope is that they would increase their contribution in terms of our spend and our supply chain as well. So we definitely want to look at that and look at our whole supply chain and not necessarily just the current few top suppliers.
There isn't a one-size-all approach that works.
If you're talking to your customer, maybe you're not as comfortable admitting, hey, I have no idea what you're talking about.
And it really shifted the mindset from, oh, we need to dig into what's scope 1, 2, and 3. And yes, that's in there, but there's also a whole introductory module in there that's really just, what is this? What's the business case? What will it cost? How long will it take? What's that journey look like? For a lot of our suppliers, that initial fear of, I don't even know what this is, was really the big blocker. So trying to unlock that for companies, help them understand that benefit, and then to keep coming back with that information. This year, we're gonna hit 50% of spend with suppliers that have signed sustainability language into their contract.
You can be, as a small business, think about it as from a 30, 40 person small company, we can be part of the solution for Salesforce, this global enterprise account.
We want to work with companies that want to move forward. So even if you haven't set your science-based targets and you're not disclosing your emissions, if you're ready to sign our sustainability exhibit and commit to those things and to make that progress, great. We would love to have you in our supply chain.
I think it's fair to say that everyone is still learning on how to approach this, how to engage suppliers, right? Guess what? There's this thing called GHG inventory, and it's coming, guys. It's coming. You're going to hear about it, and getting them excited, saying, hey, if you start on this now, you're going to be a little bit ahead of the game, and maybe one day you can speak on a panel at GreenBiz.
Don't try to boil the ocean. Take the little wins and keep moving from there. So how can you help your suppliers just feel more comfortable, excited, motivated to get into the conversation and to feel like this can bring you value and we're here to partner with you and help you make progress and help this be something that maybe you won't be on a panel at GreenBiz, but it's so fun.
You can definitely do it. If I did it, anyone can do it.